Hello. You're speaking of fucking odorous. You're not speaking of Gwar. If you were speaking of Gwar, you'd be speaking of 5 people at once, and that would be ridiculous. No, you're just talking to one Gwar. Odorous. The lead singer of Gwar. You're fucking odorous, you're wrong, because you're talking to me. You want to talk to all Gwar? You want to talk to all Gwar? I'll get all Gwar. We can all get in one room. We can try to fucking talk to them all at once. And guess what? It'll just be 5 people talking at once.
And I don't think that will be very productive whatsoever.
Luckily, you're calling all the way from fucking Australia, so it's like, shit'll happen. Don't worry about it.
No worries, and it takes me about 15 years I'm calling from the future, so I'm sure you'll understand.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Now, thanks for joining us today and taking time out of, I'm sure, what's your busy schedule?
Or my schedule.
I am your schedule, that's good to hear. Now you guys are coming...
All that's going on today is me fucking yelling at people on the phone, so it's like, this is what I do. It's all good. Get ready to come over there for Sound Waves and fuck some shit up, man. It's going to be the best fucking trip. Best tour. I mean, we did this sleep thing years ago. That was great. But this is really going to fucking just absolutely destroy.
Now, what are you guys bringing to Soundwave this year that's going to be different from other times you've been to Australia?
Well, I'm not going to give you the specifics because I don't want to blow the surprises. But let me just say, we've got a show this time. It's definitely a little more tailored to the Australian psyche, some references, some cultural references that you guys can latch onto a little bit harder. And I really think you guys are going to enjoy this show, even possibly more than our first run through. But of course, one thing I can tell you is that when we left Australia last time, Gwar, our gigantic dinosaur, he refused to come home with us. So he's been there the whole fucking time, wandering the outback, eating children and destroying small towns. And all those things the government has been saying about, crocodiles eating people, that's bullshit. So we're looking forward to being reunited with the great tyrant lizard and kicking the ass of your entire fucking country. And then, I don't know, we might even hang around for a couple extra months just to fuck shit up.
I think that no one in Australia really is happy with the government at the moment, so I think that if you went across to Canberra, where our government's located, I think you could take care of that a little bit, and maybe Gwar could to run Australia for a few months at least.
Well, we do actually have a plan to, we would like to introduce to the Australian people, where we go to Parliament and basically crucify and skin alive every member of Parliament. We burn the building down. We open up the banks and set fire to the money. We kill all the people that own the money, and then we make everything free and give everyone all the freedom in the world, erase all the laws. That's my political platform, complete and total anarchy, chaos, confusion, destruction, murder, and ultimately annihilation. And, it might not be the most productive schedule, but it'll certainly be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I can't see any flaws in that plan whatsoever.
There, you're backing me. Good. Can I count on your vote?
Absolutely. Gwar 2013. I think you can count on it from most people here at the moment.
Very good.
Now, back to voting systems, is that you guys are currently in the running, sort of, to play the 2015 Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that's fucking bullshit. I mean, that shit's never going to happen. Everybody in the fucking world could sign that petition, and it wouldn't make any difference. They're not going to fucking have Gwar at the Super Bowl. If we wanted to go play the Super Bowl, we would play the Super Bowl anyway. We would go there, and we would actually play in the Super Bowl. We wouldn't play the halftime show. We would play the game. And by the end of the first quarter, the fucking field would look like the killing grounds of fucking Verdun. We would stomp the other teams into bloody mush. And then we would turn on the coaches, the coaching staffs, the cheerleaders, and then the very crowd itself. Then we would have the halftime show. We would still have Bruno Mars. We would still have Justin Bieber. We would still have Jay-Z and Beyonce. But instead of singing and dancing, they would be begging for their fucking miserable lives. And they would be denied. And I would fucking shove hot hookers up their ass and feed those fucking corporate fucking whores to the fucking meat grinder fucking feet first.
So it's safe to say you're a fan of the Super Bowl halftime show.
It can go fuck itself.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm being very unprofessional and just laughing at everything you're saying. You guys, you guys are also known for your barbecue, which travels around the States with you, and it's a summit festival. Is there chances of that coming down to Australia with you?
You know, that's a great idea, and it could happen at some point. We're still building it in America, but every year it's been getting bigger and bigger, bigger and better, and I really love it. It's just fucking great. See, the idea is, like, we waste a lot of time traveling around, you know? So, like, if we could just fucking, like, get everyone to just come to us to die, you know, that would be a lot. We would spend a lot less time traveling and a lot more time killing, you know? And so it's like basically, but I understand there is an entire ocean in between Australia and America. So, you know, Gwar is immortal. We can do anything we fucking want with this almighty Gwar. But, so such a thing could happen easily. But for right now, it's going to stay in that fucking shithole of Richmond, Virginia.
That does sound like a solid plan of possibly getting it here one day. I think as many Australians getting to you as possible would be the best plan. You know, kill them in masses when they're in Richmond, Virginia, if possible. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Just bring it to us. You know, the less time we spend traveling and the more time we spend actually killing people, that's much better.
Perfect. Now, Oderus, you guys are very well known for decapitating celebrities on stage at your gigs. Now, did you have any Australian celebrities in mind, or maybe even any parliamentarians that you would like to have on stage with you to decapitate?
We've got some surprises lined up for you guys that you're gonna love. But I'm not gonna fucking blow it because it's pretty obvious. You should be able to figure it out yourself anyway. But we've made a show. We've created a show here that's a little more tailored to something that you're going to understand. You know, it's not the same show that we do in America, not the same show that we do in Europe. We've got some cultural references to your fine country that lead to death. And what can I say? You're going to love us for it. And you know, beyond that, I can't. I want to tell you, I want to blow it, but I just can't. But it's going to be fucking awesome.
That's fine. I'm sure we'll all be there to witness it anyway. Now, the good thing about you guys playing Soundwave is there's, you know, it's renowned for having its metal acts and its hardcore acts, so you guys will fit in quite nicely on the bill. But have you played many festivals before where you've had people walking past and they've just given you this look, you know, they were walking to see Bruno Mars or someone else along those lines, and they've just stopped and stared at the Gwar?
Oh yeah, probably the biggest one was we played in East Berlin, like maybe a year after the Berlin Wall had been taken down, and we fucking laid. It was the first metal festival they'd had after 45 years of fucking Soviet occupation, and we played the show. We had Gwar, we were chopping off people's heads, and after the show was ended, I swear to God, you could have heard a pin drop. I mean, they just was this horde of fucking East Berliners were just staring at us, just like covered in blood from head to toe. And they immediately started rebuilding the wall.
You guys are the reason that there's going to be a new wall around Berlin.
Well, no, we wouldn't let them. We're like, fuck that. Wall is down. Wall is staying down. So,
well, that means
in that way, Gwar was promoting freedom.
You probably would have had David Hasselhoff at that festival, since he's all that happens in Germany at music at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that pathetic? They think they're so fucking. They think they're so fucking smart. They're like, God, they have the worst taste in music. So I must admit, I think Rammstein's pretty cool.
Yeah, and have you guys ever played a tour of Rammstein?
No, we haven't. They seem to really hate coming to America, and honestly, they don't need to play with Gwar. You know, they've got their own deal. They make tons of money. They don't need Gwar opening up for them, you know, covering their fans and shit or whatever. But I think it'd be a great bill. Maybe they're fearless enough to do it at some point. We'll have to see. But honestly, most bands don't really want to play with Gwar. Some, you know, smaller bands would love to open for Gwar because they get to play in front of a lot of people. But bands that are bigger than Gwar generally don't want Gwar to open for them because, first of all, who wants to follow that? And second of all, who wants to look out of the crowd and see all of your fans covered from head to toe in blue and red shit?
I think it might be exactly right there. And it'd be like an amateur porn star trying to open for Jenna Jameson or something along those lines.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now, some bands have had the balls to do it, and I'm also very happy to say that fucking Australia has got the balls to do it, you know? A lot of really big bands playing on this festival, playing after Gwar, you know, Green Day, Rob Zombie, et cetera. And, you know, and Gwar's going to be in the mix, man, and that's very fucking awesome. It doesn't happen a lot. You know, we don't get on a lot of these big, like, you know, traveling tour, festival tour things. So this is very special, and it shows a lot of fucking nuts from the promoters over there and the character of the Australian people, which is generally, you know, I mean, the whole world basically thinks you're insane, and just kind of proves it.
Now, how does it feel being back on the same festival as Rob Zombie? Now, we know you've had your issues with him in the past.
I've never had an issue with Rob. I mean, all I ever said about Rob is that I think movies are kind of lame, and I think it's ridiculous that he puts his wife, who obviously could not act her way out of a paper bag, in every single one of them. You know, it's like, you know, I don't think it's talking shit about someone to not like their art. You know, apparently he got all butthurt by things that Odorous said, and, you know, I think that's just insane. It's like, come on, how sensitive are you? You know how much criticism I had to endure over the years in Gwar, and it never fazed me. It never stopped me. It never intimidated me, and it never made me feel butthurt. Rob Zombie lives in a giant mansion in the Hollywood fucking hills, and, you know, he's going to let something Odorous says on a Twitter feed get under his skin? Fucking grow up there, dude.
Obviously, no issues at all between you guys.
I'll tell you straight up where the whole thing comes from. And maybe Rob will read this, and maybe he'll understand. A long time ago, I read an interview with him. The question was, Rob, have you ever seen Gwar? And Rob's answer was, yeah, I've seen Gwar. And when I saw Gwar, I thought to myself, that's what I want to do, but I want to make money. And to me, as an artist and a revolutionary, as a rebel rocker who's dedicated his life to the overthrow of the fucking rotten edifice your world is run by, that was the most nauseating fucking statement I've ever fucking heard in my life. So we're not in it for the fucking money. We come from the punk rock school. I'm not in it for the fucking money so I can have a fucking house in the Hollywood fucking hills. I don't want people to look at Gwar and go, wow, I wonder what ideas I can steal from them and make money.
And Odorous, if a lot of other musicians going out there that had your exact thoughts that way, I think the music scene in whole would be a lot better place.
I think so too, and that's why I'm so unbelievably relentless. You know, you can't fucking stop me. You can't. I will fucking say what I want. I will do what I want. I will make the music I want, and I will fucking make Gwar the most important band in rock and fucking roll history. We will fucking live 1,000 years, and we're just going to keep going until finally everybody just is like, okay, we're up. Gwar, rule, we're done. Take us.
As you said, you know, keeping it going, and that's what you guys are about. Is 29 years you guys have been around this year. Now, how the hell do you keep this going for 29 years?
Alcohol. Probably more than anything else. Fucking booze. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I love it. It's good stuff. You know, it's what they preserve organs in. How can alcohol be bad for you? Is when they take a fucking kid out of someone's body and put it in someone else's, they preserve it in a bottle of alcohol, right? Booze.
That's the key.
Oh, also, hot chick. Hot chick keeps going. Fucking crazy. I'm fucking 50 billion years old now. I've got a wart-covered 3-foot-long penis that will kill you if I fuck you with it, but I get so much pussy.
Perfect. Are you looking forward to the Australian version of that?
Well, yeah, I mean, I am, definitely. I'm not so into fucking human women. I would rather have a vagina that was big enough to fit my dick. So that's why I like fucking whales.
Nice.
But, like, you guys have succeeded in, like, hunting most of them down. So, like, one of my things is, like, I'm always trying to find a living blue whale. I've fucked a bunch of dead ones that have washed up on shore, but that ain't the same. So I often go scuba diving. Not really scuba diving because I can breathe underwater, no problem. But, yeah, hang out in the Marianas Trench, with a bouquet of flowers and a box of chocolates, trying to find a fucking blue whale so I can stick my fucking dick in that giant fucking vagina and fuck the shit out of a fucking blue whale.
What kind of chocolates do whales eat?
I don't know. You tell me. I haven't found one yet. I've been spurned so far. I can't even find one. You guys are scared the shit out of those dudes. They're hiding somewhere.
That's Japan. You keep confusing us with Japan. We're the ones trying to stop them.
I fucking lump all the human race together, and that's probably my bad. Yeah, I guess the Australians are a lot different than the Japanese.
I think, well, seeing as Americans' relationship.
I thought all those Japanese whaling ships were for research purposes.
Yeah, that's what they say.
I'm sure so inscrutable.
Hitler had the same thing about the German. They were like, "Oh no, this is all for research."
Oh yeah. And
yeah.
The Americans didn't have any problem taking that research after World War II and pardoning top Nazi war criminals and taking motherfucking, what was that dude's name? Oh, fuck. He built a V2, he built a V1, killed tens of thousands of people in London with these weapons, civilians. But Werner von Braun, they had no problem taking him back to America and giving him a job at NASA. Fucking hypocrites. And that's why I fucking hate their fucking guts. And have dedicated my life to their destruction.
Well, we keep going back to death and despair and everything, but we'll just quickly talk about the credentials of you guys have a new album out, Battle Maximus, which is amazing, of course. It is obviously the best album of all time. And I actually heard a quote the other day that Paul McCartney came out and said that the Beatles have nothing on this shit. So congratulations on that.
Oh, whoa. You did not.
It's a direct quote.
Paul McCartney. I don't believe you. I do not believe you.
Well, this is a completely factual interview. You know that. It was Paul McCartney and John Lennon's ghost came back and said it also.
Okay, now I believe you.
Perfect. All right, Otis. So thanks very much for joining us today. It's been probably the best interview I'll ever have. Oh, not probably, absolutely. We look forward to seeing you guys at Soundwave this year.
We can't wait to come back to Australia. We have an amazing show prepared for you. And I know we're going to bond. I mean, there's something about the psyche of the Australian people that just really makes them love their Gwar. And this is going to be awesome. And the thing about this tour that's a little different than the last one is we know a lot more of the bands that are on this tour. We're really close with Bill and Down. The Testament guys are really good friends of ours. And it's just going to be a fucking blast. We absolutely can't wait.